Hey guys, welcome to another video from the Parrott Bros.
I'm Dom.
I'm Rob.
Hey, you got it wrong.
And today we are going to be fitting the nose cone grille. Now this comes as a sheet of mesh with a corner missing that Rob's been nibbling at.
Well, do you know what that's for?
Send it to Mofast?
Send it to Mofast so he can custom make me one for the bonnet.
Okay, so this should be a case of just...
There we go, done.
Cutting it out and then or do you just bend this and just slide it in the inside,
thumb it in.
So what we're going to have to do is make a template.
Yep.
Probably end up over-cutting it because we're going to have to allow for it to go right to the edges.
Yeah.
So then we've got something to fix to. And trying to suss out the best way of fixing it because there's a few different options. Sticking it, drilling tiny little holes, cable tie it, put little like lock wire in it, wedge it and bond it.
Yeah, you could bond it in.
We've got a couple of nice little options, haven't we?
Yeah, we have. But before we start, let's roll to the intro.
Amateur hour.
Amateur hour, I nicked it. We're only like 38 episodes in and I still can't get it right. It's good. It's good.
Okay, so tools-wise, we have the garage stuff. We shall see as we go what we need.
Probably a set of cutters just to cut it, or like a grinder or something.
Hopefully you got something to template with as well.
Maybe some cardboard out the bin?
Raid your bin.
Yeah.
Nose cone off and onto
I think so. We've got that sheet.
Onto a soft thing. Right.
Yes, we've got sheet behind Dom.
Let's get that done and then we'll get started. Okay, Robbo, so what have we got to template?
We got some cardboard!
Here is one he prepared earlier, which makes a change.
Flipping it.
Right, so scissors, Stanley.
Oh, do you know what?
Has he actually got scissors out as well?
Stop it!
No way.
I got scissors!
We're no longer an amateur hour now. Right, so if we
do you reckon
get a rough idea of
the width?
So I would say...
Can you cut that line there or
it's
not?
more, no, it's
wider than that.
Probably wider than that, yeah. You're going to want... It's just the corners, because obviously it's got this that bit off.
So if we cut...
Cut. Yeah, cut your corners off and then do the same... Well, how far round does it go?
To be fair...
Cut it about there. All the way across.
And then just round this corner off.
You're right there. Right, so that's actually not terrific. And then it's about, if we cut to there, cut that off, and then we'll just tidy it up in after that. Never cut towards yourself, cut towards someone else.
Yeah.
These aren't safety scissors either, so go on, give that a round off. It's probably going to be a tiny bit too big, but... So what our plan is, because we haven't even actually looked at the guide for this, because...
Why would you?
We are rebels. And they probably have a really easy way of doing it, and that seems far too easy to have a look and try and just use theirs.
We thought we'd actually just work out ourselves.
So if you throw that in, the idea is,
So it's a bit big. So how much?
Probably only
1 inch off, something like that.
Take all that lot off and then round it. So what the idea is to go past both sides. So if I tilt this up while Rob's cutting. So if we go past, to come to about here and about here, then we can bond some fixings onto the inside of the nose cone so that the mesh will just bend it slightly, and then we'll just be able to put a large washer, a nut on, and be able to actually fix it down, because then that way it's fully removable without too much aggro.
If you ever fancy changing the grill, or my biggest thing, you don't want to bond it in, because if you hit a pigeon or a stone or something flicks up and it smashes a hole in the grill, you bonded it in, you're never going to get it out.
So have a look, how does that look that side? Is it too far back?
Yeah, we got quite a lot.
So we need to go smaller.
Yeah.
On the sides, I'm guessing.
So if we cut what?
Oh, actually, cut more of a. Do it on this one. Do a mock-up of like the shape of this. You need one of them. You not got one of them.
Nah.
Oh, you need one of them tools. You know the ones with all the little fingers that you just push and then it gives you a.
This top bit's slightly
harder on the corner. Is that it? Rob used to be a master sculptor in playgroup.
Many, many moons
with
ago.
safety scissors. That's a bit more like it. So what the thing is give it a one of them, because you sort of want it to just mould around the top a little bit, because we're going to want to go past, and there's a bit of a bend like that, because then that gets us actually against the, and then at the bottom that's right, because that's touching. You see there?
Yeah.
That's quite a nice overlay. Do you want me to hold it, tilt it up? All right. So if I...
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
But where you've bent it, you're not going to bend a plastic grill.
Oh, you're not though?
Well, no, that's not very like...
A little heat up? Because you've got to remember, it's only the last one. So if you imagine...
I suppose if you cut it...
If we lay this down, if you get that and do that, that will...
Yeah.
That will flex
You
up.
don't want it to like pull away from...
No, but at the same point, you haven't got much there to work with. So
Okay.
show them the fixings.
So what I've got is these little...
Which Pete told us about, didn't he?
Yeah, Pete told us about these.
For the dash?
Yeah, for the dash, but we're going to use them for the grill as well. You can bond them in,
Go on,
and
show.
it's got like a thread. So then when you put your grill in, I think we're going to have to raise them up a little bit.
Yeah, so we can basically put the grill in like that and bolt it through.
Yeah, and bolt it through, and just use a big washer and a nut.
Because then you'll only need, what, 2 and 2?
Yeah, maybe one at the side. We can just trim them down, slot them in, and just bond it with some tiger seal or something.
Yeah.
The only thing we need to do is cut the grill out first to make sure when we bond them in, it goes through a hole.
Well, if we, like I said, if we use this template, because we can cut that now, because
Yeah.
that's perfectly oversized. If we cut that, we can always only take a little bit off.
Trim up a little bit. So should we get the camera out, the grinder out? Let's go outside.
Ta-da!
There we go.
Oh,
So now we can have a look at getting that into the car.
let's have a little throw in, shall we?
Shall we? You want to have a little look? My money is it's going to be slightly too big.
Oh, yeah. That's way too big, but we can trim off the
So we
bottom.
can trim off some of this round the side because we're just touching.
And a bit, take off that top bit,
Yeah,
just to get
just to get it down.
it slightly better there.
Once you've cut your grill 64,000 times and you're ready to place it in and it fits nicely, the next thing to do is obviously attach it. So like we said, we've got these little fixings. We're going to tiger seal them in. So we cut some down to go in the top because obviously the bottom there's quite a lot of space, the top there isn't. So we've just trimmed them down so they slot in and we can bond them in, lift them up to suit the grill. We've done a couple for the sides, a couple of slim ones. They can sort of fix in somehow. We're probably going to have to sort of put some bond in, make sure it's all right, and then lift them up, maybe put a nut on it just to hold it, and then let it go off, and then we can come back to you. And yeah, but what we're going to do first, get some tiger seal in. So we just got U-pole tiger seal. We need to roughly work out where the holes are going to be. So if we sort of go there, where are the holes? Is that going to get everything? And make sure you're not obviously missing anything at the sides.
You need to go slightly to the right.
So that one's all right. This one here, what are we saying? So if we try and do, oh no, which way?
You're going to have to build a bit of a pad of the gear anyway, so you may
Yeah.
as well just blob it in and then we'll just drop them in as we...
I don't want to add too much weight though, kid.
Too much weight.
Oh! And don't put your
Knee on them.
knee on it.
It's always worth having in the garage gaffer tape, cable ties, tiger seal, and pretty much anything else I can think of. Of course, Rob doesn't have a nozzle because
The nozzle went off,
the nozzle went off.
and it's still like a full tube. So what we've done, we've bonded the four corners in with these little fixings with tiger seal. We've bolted it on. The next thing I'm going to do is just put like a bit of maybe a battery or something just to hold that down just while it goes off. Then we can whiz the grill out, put two more fixings in, and I think that's a job done. Looks quite nice from the front, doesn't it?
Yeah, and I mean you can always trim any excess
Yeah, so you could always take a little bit more off this
and
corner.
any excess sealer that you don't need where you've sort of gone a bit overkill.
Yeah,
But
we've tried to do the mesh level as well with the bottom, so then it's not like the mesh ain't twisted, it is quite level.
yeah, we've
And
only we put the nuts in hand tight
Yeah.
So obviously there's still some more they can go down to put it up tight. It was just to stop the fixings from dropping.
Yep. So
once
now,
it goes off. If you want to find something to rest in it.
ooh,
How much does your battery weigh?
it's about 1.5 kilos.
Oh, that should be enough.
It's just enough to like hold the mesh down.
Without bending the grill.
Yeah, without bending it too much. What do we reckon? Do you reckon that's too much, or do you reckon that's all right?
No, I reckon that's all right. Because you think the force of your hand holding it was probably
more than a kilo.
A couple of kilos, yeah.
So we go centre there.
And of course, I will flash up a picture at the end of this video to show you what it's like once it's gone off and what it looks like from the other side. But as you can imagine, at least this way, once it's fitted to the car, you will not see any fixings.
Yeah.
So it will look like the grille is just hovering there.
The only other thing we might have to do, Dom, is just trim a little bit more off this side and take it that way just to touch. So then the gap's exactly the same. If you want to be
so it looks level both ways. Yeah.
Yeah. If you want to be a bit OCD about it, but other than that, that was quite a nice, easy job to be fair. Especially because we've gone complicated and bonded in some fixes.
Well, yeah, because we haven't gone for the typical MK Caterham 7 style
metal front grille.
Apparently,
this adds 5 or 6 degrees temperature of cooling. So it's better.
So it's better for cooling, not adds cooling.
Yeah, rather than so it's more flow of air because obviously the MK it's quite flat, isn't it? It's quite
yeah, and it fills more of the void.
Yeah, and it sends the air, whereas this has the air that just goes straight through.
That's interesting.
So apparently it's about 5 or 6 degrees.
And because it's not chicken wire,
yeah,
it's it shouldn't go rust. It shouldn't disform.
No,
it should also stop large projectiles.
You'd like to think
a bit better than a chicken mesh, or
that was a nice job.
Yeah, not a bad job. Bit messy.
Yeah,
Rob made an absolute mess of his shorts and the floor and
if anyone wants to sponsor me some nice shorts, I won't.
Pink ones.
Yeah, nice bright pink glittery. I like that suit that Matey Boy wore at Stoneleigh. No one commented. I still want it. The sequin suit.
Oh, what was his name?
I don't know.
Mr.
something.
Mr. something. Yeah. I'll flash a picture up.
Yeah, but that was funny, wasn't it?
It was indeed. But yeah, so that is the front grille fitted.
Nice, easy job. What is next?
What is next? That is a very, very
so
good
lights
question.
Are on.
The whole loom, the engine loom, the coolant system.
To be fair, yeah,
the fuel system.
I think we could do the engine loom.
We're not fitting an aero screen, are we? For
no,
OVA?
No.
First start up.
Well, we need to get the engine loom and the coolant system sorted out first. But yeah, that is
mount the fuse board. Do the ECU mounting.
The fuse board could be an ominous one. If the pipeline talks are going right, then that is going to be an interesting watch.
Yes, very much so. But yeah, now engine loom, coolant system, fuel system.
Yeah. And it'll be like dash clocks.
Yeah.
And a few
mount
buttons.
the dash.
Mount the seats.
Mount the interior panelling.
Oh yeah, the side panels and the back.
There's a couple of jobs still to do.
Yeah, there's a few. We got till the end of the year
wheels,
to get IVA.
Wheels and tyres?
Yeah, just don't look at these here. So we'll come back. We've bonded it now. So we've got all our hidden fixings bonded in with Tiger Seal. We've got 6 fixings, 1 at each corner, 2 in the middle, top and bottom. So they're all bonded in, Tiger Seal, nice and solid. We can get the grille mounted now, which we prepared earlier. And that literally will just sit on the fixings. Somehow. Hopefully they line up. It's the blanket. There we go. So as you can see, it goes in onto our fixings, and then we just use I've got spring washers, I've got flat washers, penny washers, and then just a normal nut, because if you use a nylock it might tear the Tiger Seal up. But the spring washer will just keep it from coming off. I'll get these whizzed in and then we'll come back to you. Alright guys, so we've got the grille mounted. It is all flush, no fixings, no drilling in here, no cable ties. Looks really nice. As you can see from the back, obviously we've just used large penny washers, spring washers, and then a nut. Now that is a wrap, and we can get that fitted. Hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to tap that bell icon to stay subscribed, and carry on watching everything we got. We've got loads of good videos coming up. But yeah, we've finished the grille. That's a great video. We'll stop it there. See you again soon. Bye for now.